City Nighthawks taking on the Sacramento Condors.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Sacramento Condors and the Oklahoma City Nighthawks. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Taking it about the 1. Pretty move. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
I think his task in this game is really simple. Eliminate the turnovers. He threw 2 interceptions last week. I can't believe I led with that because he had 3 touchdown passes.
Right.
So there's a lot of good that he did, but he's got to take care of the ball better. The ball has to go to guys wearing the jerseys that they're wearing this week, not the opposition.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now here's a throw that's complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
Just 2 weeks left in the regular season, so not many opportunities left. But I've got to tell you, I think he's had an MVP type of a season, and I just hope that everyone who votes doesn't go to sleep and already have their ballots cast.
I think there are a couple others in the national media who feel that way, too. You and I have been discussing this race since the calendar hit December, as have many other, but I think it's going to take 8 big quarters for him to truly have consideration.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And that one goes incomplete on the drive. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Well, you're impressed, aren't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken.
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games. Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadruple. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
And that is incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They're going to look to throw. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
And they'll send out their punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now back out comes the offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The numbers for him from a week ago. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Being chased out left. And he's going to keep it here. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it's going to yield a new set of downs.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the 1st down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. from the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
And he'll be taken down at the 34.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. And a give this time to the tailback. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
2nd and 1.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
They push forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll try and run for it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, they just put a little sizzle in their steak there. First quarter, 4th and goal, run it in. A boost.
I think they showed confidence in their defense by going for it. That's telling their defense, look, we're counting on you guys, and we know that we believe in you because we go for it here, even if we don't get it, get field position on our side, and you'll stop them. Instead, they put it in the end zone and tally up 6 points.
And it's good to make it 7-0. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here's Sacramento's offense once more. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return? Everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home.
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Now the try here for the point after. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's Sacramento's offense once more. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. And a Sacramento.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
At the 31. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their coming in the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and...
He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
The pass. Complete to number 19. A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 24-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now a handoff looking right. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
Condors 3.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And to give this time to the tailback. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards on the pickup there. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
They'll look to throw here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
7 yards there and a first down.
You're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's taken down inside the 30. 15 yards through the air, the first down.
Palmer, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now a dump off here complete. Give him 9 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 2.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL and picking up first downs, and they get the conversion here. And I think a lot of that is due to how they win on first and second down, because that leaves them third and short, third and manageable. A lot easier to pick them up then, isn't it?
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown.
That's what I'm talking about.
From 3 yards out. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Now for the point after. And it's 21-3. So that one a long 11-play drive.
21. Condors 3.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
1st down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's Sacramento's offense once more. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Just a yard in the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
Well, when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. An effective 10 yards there takes us back to first down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
The running back, again the ball carrier.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. He's going to air one out. That's going to be caught. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And to be honest, this first half hasn't been anything that they'd be really proud about. So they needed something like this to change their fortunes. Now they need to make sure they finish this one off, not just with points, but with a touchdown.
Yeah, and that throw, my goodness, and even 70 yards through the air. Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal.
And it's caught. Touchdown.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point forthcoming. It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10. So that drive in total 8 plays.
Score is 10.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress, and I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
The throw right sideline here is complete, and he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They pick up 11 in addition to moving the chains. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth, and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. They'll set up a throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Back to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll look to throw now on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Now whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. The first play of the drive there is incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They wound up getting nothing out of that 2nd down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10. And this is going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the 2nd quarter. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The weather might be cold, but the playoff races are heating up here on this final Sunday before Christmas. So let's get to it. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat. And those two are tied up as they play the 2nd quarter. From there, let's head off and check out a 2nd game. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. The Bulldogs seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Lastly, let's get you way up to Seattle. See what's happening with the Seahawks. And they've got the lead in that ball game over the visiting Jaguars. The Seahawks still in a dogfight, but this would be a good victory for them if they could get it. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the 2nd half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he returns this to the 22.
They'll take over. 1st down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Now they try the right side here. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Gun now on 3rd down. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop, because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here, it'd go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, job number 1 was getting a stop, wasn't it? So, big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum.
2nd and 9 now. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They bring their punter out there now as he's on to kick it away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll look to throw here. And he fires one incomplete. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
And They'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Sometimes the visuals don't exactly work out the way you expect. They wanted to let him use his size there and float one up to him, but he wasn't able to get any separation. The DB was right on him and forced the incompletion.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be a second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 13.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will get the first down as he's up to the 20-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensing the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. Can see this quite a bit on running plays where the guy's out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coached some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Second down.
Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
At the 35-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
At the 45-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Yeah, he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
Another carry for the running.
So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up the fourth down.
Let's talk about the athleticism we see from these guys on the field. How about the intelligence as well? He recognized that there was a screen pass on that one, broke off his pass rush, and got back to tackle the running back. That's great scouting and great reaction.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the lead grows to 14 at 24-10. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Here's Sacramento's offense once more. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting. I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
First play of the drive, lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
So they bring out their punter as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake in the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion.
Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Second and 11. Over the middle, it's complete. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. Welcome back, everybody, to Oklahoma City as we're about ready to rock and roll for the fourth and final quarter. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
This is caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
And here now the offense heading back out there.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that's off the mark, incomplete. After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20.
Second and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
A 2-yard gain on the play.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
It leads to second and 10.
And it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. of the gun. They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect it. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
13 yards that time at a first.
I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off at the 14. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now this throw caught left side. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Have confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and take him to look like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a handoff here to his running back. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown. A big play there. 48 yards. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. That time a 9-play drive. And a long run there in the end to top it off. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here's Sacramento's offense once more. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Open man is Ross, complete. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column, but it's
hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down.
Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
And this came from the interior of the defensive line. And these guys, they're normally anchors of that spot, and they don't often get clear shots at the quarterback. But in this case, he got past the center and the guard in no time and got there to make the play.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 19 yards there on the pickup. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background. I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. They come up short here on 4th down. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. So the defensive front holding strong there on 4th and inches.
And how about the battle of big people up front? That turned into a leverage game, didn't it? Defensive linemen, they won it. Lower than the offensive guys, pushed them back, knifed through, and made a great play.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And a short gain down to about the 33.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's Sacramento's offense once more. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. And on now is the punter, as he's on here to punt it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The offense back out there at the line ready for their next drive.
And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everybody.